is application of the rules of powers and exponentials. I suggest any question you see now is just to pause the video, maybe for 1 minute or two. Just go through the question, try to do it yourself, and then check your answer. So the first one we have here is a to the power of 4 divided by 5 divided by a to the power of minus 3. Now if you apply the rule of division, that means a to the power of 4 divided by 5 minus 3. That means a to the power of 4 divided by 5 plus 3. Then you take the common denominator, 5 divided by 5, that means 4, and then they get 15 here. That means a to the power of 19 over 5. Okay, next question is on expanding brackets, x plus 2, and then this is multiplication, 2x minus 1 equals 0. Then remember what we mentioned last time, we said this needs to be expanded, so we apply the rule like this, and then so x by 2x, that means 2x squared, and then x by minus 1, that means minus x, plus 2 multiplied by 2x, that means 4x here, plus 2 multiplied by minus 1, that means minus 2. Now when you get this format, we can just rearrange. So we can take the common denominator, and we can say here x, 2x squared divided by x, that means 2x minus x, get minus 1 here. Take the common denominator 2, 4x by 2, 2x, and then here minus 1 equals 0. That means x plus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 1 equals 0. The here from this equation, then you know that either x plus 2 equals 0 or 2x minus 1 equals 0. That means x could be minus 2 or 2x equals 1. That means x equals half. So the idea of this question is you get the format of the quadratic equation, and then you get the simplification. So in this case, we have taken it was straightforward because we've taken the denominators here, and we were able to solve the equation. Let's look at probably a bit more difficult example, x squared plus 9x plus 18 equals 0. So in this case, you're trying to find the value for x. You get 18 is so let's just remember the format. This is a, b, c. So these are the values for a quadratic equation. We try to get the value of b, which is 9, and we can get this from 3 multiplied by 6, because that gives you the answer 18. So 18 comes from 6 by 3, so we can apply it here and replace the value for 9x. Let's try that. X squared plus 3x plus 6x plus 18 equals 0. Let's take the common denominator, and here we get x, x plus 3 plus, take 6 as a denominator, and that gives you 3 equals 0. X plus 6 plus 3 equals 0 means x could be minus 6 or could be minus 3. Another example here, 5x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Same thing, this is A, B, C, and then we try to find the value for, so here we got A by C, that means 5 by 1. So we could say 5x minus x, that gives us the value for B. So 5x squared minus 5x plus x minus 1 equals 0. Take common denominator here, 5x. That means x minus 1 plus x minus 1 equals 0. That means 5x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 equals 0. One of those should be equal to 0. That means 5x equals minus 1. That means x equals minus 0.2, or x minus 1, or x minus 1. That means x could be 1. Okay, what happens if we are not able to find the value? If we can't, we've talked about the simplification and factorizing. So whatever we discussed before was factorizing. We're trying to find the value for B, and simplification. We try to simplify it, but sometimes we can't. We're not able to solve it. So in that case, we use this equation. You probably noticed this in the middle. That means you could have a positive or a plus or minus, because you have two possibilities. Always you could possibly have have two possibilities for the value of x. We can just look at this example. So minus x squared minus x plus 8 equals 0. So if you try to take the value here, so this comes from 4 by 2 or 8 by 1. So you never get the value of b here. So a by c 8, and then try to find the value of x. That's not going to give you, so you won't be able to factorize this equation. So then in that case, what we need to do is to use the equation. So minus b, so in this case, let's write the values here. A is minus 1, b minus 1, c 8. And then if you know this, you should be able to apply the equation. X equals minus b, which is going to be 1. And then plus, let's start with one side here, b squared, which means 1, minus 4 multiplied by a, which is minus 1, and c is 8. And then the whole thing is divided by 2 multiplied by minus 1 minus 2. This is one possibility. The other possibility is x equals 1, and then here we're going to put minus, and then minus 2, and the whole thing 1 minus 4, 1, 8. I hope that was useful. This was to practice on these powers and quadratic equations. If you have any question, of course, you can always let me know. There'll be other means of sending questions. Thank you very much.